The state governor, Abubakar Bello, alongside other government officials, visited the areas for proper inspection and also appealed to the federal government to help in tackling the menace.
We must do something to reduce the suffering of the people. And I have spoken to the engineers now. They will find an immediate solution, emergency solution, so that there will be access road. That is the best we can do because there's too much water. After rainy season, when it's a federal road, I believe the federal government will pay attention after rainy season.
These are pictures from the flooding that occurred in Lagos State on the 8th of July 2018 as a result of heavy rains. One of the worst hit areas was the Lekki axis along Lekki-Ajah Expressway. The flood was so severe that it prevented residents from leaving the area. The Lekki axis is a few kilometers from the Lagos Lagoon.
We are working. It's going to be an interministerial thing. It's not just by Ministry of Environment, physical planning, urban development, health, waterfront infrastructure. We are all working together to make, and even Ministry of Works, all working together to make sure we solve this problem once and for all.
The lack of drainages in some areas or their free flow as a result of blockage from refuse is also responsible for flooding in some parts of the country. Floods do not only damage properties and endanger the lives of humans and animals, but also produce other secondary effects like outbreak of diseases such as cholera and malaria. On June 20, 2018, at least 10 people were confirmed killed and 74 cases were being monitored as a result of cholera outbreak in Niger State, north-central Nigeria. The Commissioner for Health in the state, Dr. Mustafa Jibrin, confirmed the figure.
The problem of water, pipe-borne water, is a challenge in the country and a challenge in the state. Currently, the governor of Niger State is trying his best to try and solve the problem of water. Currently, the state government is in collaboration with World Health Organization, the United Nations Children's Fund, and the Federal Medical Center in Bida, where we have designated as treatment centers, the General Hospital, the Federal Medical Center in Bida, and the General Hospital in Kutigi. As of reports coming to us today, the number of cases is reducing from the initial high 70, which we got about 2 to 3 days ago, to about 15 cases now. And all the persons in the hospitals, both at the General Hospital in Bida and the Federal Medical Center in Bida, are all receiving care and are all responding very well to treatment.
Following recent predictions of possible flood disaster in some part of the country, the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, Imo Abia Zone, organized a 2-day workshop for stakeholders in disaster management. During the workshop organized in Owerri, the Imo State capital, by the Imo office of NEMA, the state coordinator said the aim of the workshop is to bring together all stakeholders in disaster management to take proactive steps to prevent or cushion the effect of possible floods or natural disasters if any one occurs.
By the end of the program, all the disaster management agencies that are here present will be able to come out with a guideline on how to proactively respond to emergencies in the Owerri operations area of cover.
For the invited stakeholders, the workshop is a welcome development, as it is an avenue to acquire more knowledge about how to collaborate with sister agencies during disaster.
We are expected to go into preparedness activities, because if we don't prepare very well, if we are not prepared, we cannot respond effectively when disaster occurs.
We have trained personnel in terms of rescue, and what matters most is responsive responsibility, that is prompt response to cases of disaster, be it whatever nature of disaster.
The agency says the 2-day workshop will no doubt strengthen the roles of stakeholders in disaster management. Also, the Nigeria Hydrological Services Agency, NISA, has asked the residents of Niger and 6 other states to prepare for more flooding due to the overflowing of the dams. The other states are Anambra, Delta, Bayelsa, Kebbi, Kwara and Kogi. It's disclosed that both Kainji and Jeba dams were already spilling water downstream, while the level of water in Lokoja, the Kogi state capital, has exceeded the corresponding value in 2012. According to the agency, the flood is likely to affect some states located on the banks of River Niger in the north-central, south-south and southeastern parts of the country. President Muhammad Buhari has also lamented that the flood disasters that have ravaged some states in the country have proven to be a setback in the nation's agricultural development. The president said this while commiserating with residents of Kebbi State on the recent flood disasters that have destroyed their farmlands and homes. Flood disaster management, like other disasters managements, can be grouped into phases. The preparedness phase, where activities such as prediction and risk zone identification or vulnerable mapping are taken up long before the event occurs. The prevention phase, where activities such as forecasting, early warning, monitoring and preparation of contingency plans are made before or during the event. And the response and mitigation phase, where activities are undertaken after the disaster, and this includes damage assessment and relief management. There have been persistent calls for Nigerians, especially those living in flood-prone areas, to stop blocking drainages to enhance the free flow of water. The Nigerian Meteorological Agency, NIMET, had earlier warned of increase in the amount of rain this year,